As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Guerrero, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Nix. Flushed out right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Returnable here for Davis. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here. 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now it's Nix. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Right back to him on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
To throw is Nix.
And this one is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
Here's Herbert.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Quentin Johnston, 84 yards. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game.
Here's Guerrero on 1st down.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff running right, Garindo. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Isaac Garindo from 21 yards away. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 60 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Play action. It's Herbert. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Holland. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert on the move to his left. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Herbert, third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown. Ladd McConkey from 8 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Nix looking to throw again.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Nix to the air. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
time.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Isaac Guerrero with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Herbert now. And that is incomplete.
I feel like my man, old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Holland. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To the air again, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Nix.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Nix steps away to his left. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Over the middle, complete. That's Holland. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Right back to him on first down. Touchdown, LA! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 17 yards.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 20.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long.
Now it's Nix.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Back to throw. Nix. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Looking to throw. Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Broncos are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. N'Keal Harry, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Herbert off of play action. And his pass incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Lad McConkey,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
N'Keal Harry
with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now this one finds McConkey.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd and 12.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. Says to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
He gets it to Johnston.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Here's Herbert.
That one's taken in by Spears.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Herbert.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They shakes him up, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Throwing Nix.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
To throw, here's Nix.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They're going. It's Nix.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
To throw is Nix. That's taken in by Franklin.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the give, it's Guerrero.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is caught. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Complete to Marvin Mims. 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
N'Keal Harry
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again. Here the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Inside the 10.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there.
70 yards. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Marvin Mims
72 yards.
And the Broncos are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. It's caught. Mitchell. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
This is 1st and 10. Handoff here, Guerendo.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Grady Jarrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Here's 1st and 10.
One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. They said beginning of the season they won.